Do y'all know how hard it is to kind of keep a lie going? Because once you tell a lie, then you have to tell another lie to cover that lie, and so on and so forth. But somebody always know about the lie that you're telling, so then you begin to be paranoid because you're afraid that somebody else gonna tell the lie that they know about you, and then somehow, some way, the truth will get out. It'll damage the liar, but it set the oppressive free. And I want you to know that that is exactly what is going on in our world today. Liars are being just straight up outed. Because I want you to understand that the creator of lies, which is the devil himself, cares about no one. Because he understands that he is on borrowed time. But if he could get you caught up in chaos and get you to do all these crazy things and base it all on the lie, then he has control of you. But see, the problem that he has with you all is that you were not willing, to compromise and buy into lies. God has awakened people, and the way that the devil used to be able to grab people and lock them in to his demonic operation and establishments, he is trying to come up with another way to do it, because the way that he had been doing it had been working for so very long. And I want y'all to know this too, that I was in prayer today, and the Lord began to speak to me in prayer, and he says to me, do you understand why devils, demonic forces working through folks in very high places really like to spiritually draft people from broken homes, or people who may be broken in their consciousness, people who didn't have their mom or their dad in their life, people that were criminals? And that devil will take a person that is a criminal, hook them up with millions of dollars, get them to perpetuate lies to our youth and lies to you, in hopes that that spirit can continue to dominate and rule. But what I am seeing now is the truth is coming out, and people are beginning to get a little nervous because they're being exposed. But if they only understood from the very beginning that although it sounded good, and although that the compensation may have been astronomical and just something unheard of, one thing that human beings need to know, wherever you are in this world, wherever you may be vibing at today, one thing that we all have in common: the devil don't care nothing about us. Please hear me when I'm talking. I'm talking to somebody's teenage child today. The devil don't care anything about you. He don't care about your parents. He don't care about nobody in this world. He cares about no one. And if he could grab a hold of a little young mind and put a fool up on the television that is a criminal to perpetuate lies to you, you'll idolize that person and they will become more powerful. And I want y'all to know that what the Lord revealed to me is that it is some very dark things going on behind the scene. He just keeps saying rituals and occult practices have really gotten a lot of people's mind kind of tied into certain human beings. And you think that that's that human being that you really enjoy, that you really like listening to their music, that you really like looking at some of the films that these people are participating in. But what you fail to realize is behind the scenes, there are some occult practices going on, some very demonic things, some very idol worship going on, some very dark things that if it was ever really out, I don't know who would be happier, God or the devil. I'm going to say God already knows it. Who would be happier? Humans that believe in God or humans that believe in the devil? Because one thing is for sure. The word of God says that the truth will make you free. It will set you free. And what I do see, that God is doing a lot of setting folks free here lately. And whenever people are being set free, truth is being revealed in the form of what we would say the truth, whether it's a dark truth or a neutral truth or a good truth, it's going to set somebody free. But when somebody's doing low down things and the truth comes out about them, It's called exposure, but it's freeing a whole lot of people. And I want you to know that a lot of your prayers have been heard. A lot of the prayers that your grandparents put up into the heavens for you, God is using those prayers to set a lot of people free. And I want you to understand that nothing is the way that it appears to you. It is some very dark-sided stuff that is going on in this world. Because I want you to know that the enemy, he seeks to and fro, seeing who he can devour. The enemy looks for people that are already criminal-minded, and he will put that person in a very high-ranking position, use that person to really paralyze the mindset of the youth, of people in general, to get people to worship that idol demonic God that they be worshiping behind closed doors that don't nobody know about but them. And then when the truth comes out, then it's a whole thing that goes forth to try to keep the truth from coming out. But God is doing something different. The truth is going to come out. It is nothing that anybody is doing in the world today that will not be exposed. Because we have a lot of people that have turned their hearts right back to God. We have a lot of men, a lot of women, a lot of youth that has really fallen in love with God. Not an idol God, but the Most High God that created the heavens and the earth. That level of intelligence, that God, that force that created all of this, people are in love with that. People are so concerned about being in the will of God and really have reconciled their hearts back to God. And when that happens, God has no choice but to reveal all truth. Truth comes in a various forms. Truth does. It comes in an awakening. It comes through painful situations. Truth comes through things being exposed and being laid bare. Truth comes in the form of people really caring about human beings in general. And I want you to know this, that it is some wicked things going on in some very hard places. And you need to open up your eyes, because I also want you to know that it's some people who claim that they love God that is a part of these secret demonic organizations. It's some people that were willing to sell their souls out to a beast to get more things in the natural, more material, more wealth, and more success. It's some people that pretend to love God that are really in alliance with the beast to control the minds of people so that people will never be free. And as you go on about your life today, in anything that you do, you need to pray about that. You need to look at that person and say, does this person look like they represent God? Or could I not tell the difference between this person and a person in the world? Because it should be some form of a distinction between somebody that loves God for real and between somebody who's out here in this world. And if you cannot determine who's for God and who ain't just by sometimes just glancing at a human being, then you know that's a fence straddler, because it's a way that holiness look on somebody. They look different. They dress different. They speak different. They carry themselves different. They're not really concerned about being involved with an in crowd of people that worship idol gods, period. So really open up your eyes. And when people talk to you and say things to you, you need to really measure that against the word of God, period. And if it don't line up, I don't care how cute it is. I don't care how much they done put a bow on top of it. I don't care how much people done hired a makeup artist to beat their face so they look flawless. And I don't care what type of unit or wig that they may be wearing. I don't care who the designer of their clothes may be, who styled them, what shoes they may be wearing, what suit they may be wearing. You can tell a lot about a person not because of the clothes that they're wearing, the wig that they're wearing, the jewels that they're wearing, the suit that they are wearing, but you can tell a lot about a person based on the company that they keep. Because one thing I can tell you is people that are involved in that deep society behind the scenes that regular folk like us don't know about. Oh, you can tell by their associations. And until the next video, guys, peace. Because I still be believing in you. Bye now.